Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the invite. Welcome, Berlin. Hello. It's so wonderful to see here so many women today. It's already Friday. I know we have such an amazing weather outside and you're here. So we really appreciate this, that you are here with us today. We would love to take you on the journey of Women in Big Data Berlin and how we empower inclusion in tech. My name is Katarzyna Stoltmann. I am the co-founder and director of Women in Big Data Berlin. I am also part of Adesso. I have been joined Adesso in 2021 in the area of data science and AI. And it's my huge honor and pleasure to share the stage with Yulia, who is also part of Women in Big Data Berlin.
Thank you, Kasia. Thank you for a great introduction. Actually, myself, I've been working as a IT project manager for over 8 years. And I work in data management and analytics. And for me, I help our clients to lead through major technological transformation in their companies. And for me, this is like a great thing that right now I manage multi-million projects. So usually for companies, like it's a huge transformation that we need to guide through. Interesting for me that the topic of women inclusion in tech was not an important thing for quite some time. Somehow, I thought that all the challenges that women face in the workforce were somewhere, out there, but not with me. Until there was an event that happened to me. We had a major celebration at the company. We've gathered our clients to share the success, to define the strategies, how to do our projects further. And after this official part of running the presentations, we went to a bar to drink wine and to bond together. And while I was drinking wine, enjoying my time, my senior manager approached me and said, "Yulia, you're doing so wonderful managing the project. Can you share with me, how do you do that as a woman?" I was like, at some point it felt a bit innocent, but then that last part as a woman really captured my attention. So I looked at the table of all the people sitting there, my project team, my client's team, and I was the only woman there. And after that event, I started noticing all these gender biases, my personal fears, when I was working in a company. And what I realized, at least for myself, the higher you get on the management level and the higher leadership positions you take, this is when the gender gap, the biases, the fears, they're starting to grow even higher. And actually this made me to research a bit on, hey, am I the only one feeling that? And I realized it's not just me. These are women across the world having the same fears and challenges in the workplace. I realized that also women are highly underrepresented on the leadership position. And I looked at the stats for Europe and tech, and women hold only 20% of the leadership role. And I honestly think that we have so much potential to go. Next slide. Yeah. And this is the reason why I actually joined Women in Big Data. Because I didn't want just to observe and listen to the stories of women. I really wanted to see how I can support and be part of a change. And this is how I joined Women in Big Data. And this is an international organization. It exists across the world. It started in 2015 with a couple of thousand of members. And now we are more than 20,000. And we are growing exponentially.
Thank you very much, Yulia, for sharing your personal history with us and the history of Women in Big Data. So how did the history of Women in Big Data Berlin start? I don't know if someone of you already know it. I will tell you. When I joined Adesso 2021 in October, I was asked pretty quickly, Kasia, would you like to be a keynote at Women in Big Data Munich? And I was like, of course, I love to give talks. But then I was thinking about it, wow, a network of only women. What does it mean? I have never, ever before been to a network of only women. So I simply even didn't know what to expect. What will be it about? I was extremely excited, but also afraid what will be it about. As you know, I work in a tech since 11 years. So I'm, as Yulia, used to work especially only with men. And then I arrived there, and you can't imagine the great atmosphere. The women were so much supporting each other. They were so lovely to each other. They gave such a great feedback that I fell in love, and I asked them, girls, do you have a chapter in Berlin? And they said, no, we don't. So I asked, can I found one? And indeed, they said, yes, okay, let's start maybe with this. So I came home, sleeping after, and I still had this great idea to found Women in Big Data Berlin. I asked one of my friends if she would like to co-found it with me, because it's always, of course, better to co-found it with someone else. And I also knew that she would like to join more business areas. So we had a pitch in front of the global network, and we made it. 2022, in January, the Women Big Data Berlin has started. And you know, it was a Corona time. It was a very tough time for events, for everything. But nevertheless, we have decided to kick it off in Berlin at Adesso, where our EMEA director arrived, and she did it for us. She kicked it off with us together, Tina Rosario, who is Chief Data Officer of SAP. And from this time on, we have many events, and we have been creating a really amazing community. But what do we offer, Yulia?
Sure. I honestly believe that there are multiple ways how we can tackle the issue of inclusion of women, especially in tech. However, me, by joining Women in Big Data, I really believe in a strong supporting community that can empower women to grow further. So therefore, we support and we provide an inspiration for the women who join us. We also help them connect with representatives from the tech world, from the business sector. We also to make sure that we have different communities, that we have different events, that we're having important conversation that can help us to stay together and not feel ourselves alone when we go and we have to fight all the biases that we have at the workplace. We also help to elevate women. So whenever you come, if you have a request or if you see that you have a potential but you face some challenges, I assure you, you can find a great support here in Women in Big Data.
Thank you very much. So, what do we offer as a network, as a community? First of all, if you are interested in big data, if you are interested in AI, if you are interested in certifications, you can participate in many classes, in many courses that we offer, and that we also offer thanks to many sponsors, thanks to cooperations, to universities and others. What do we offer are many after-work events, and you will see in a second what does it mean, where can you meet us, and what does it mean to participate in after-work events of Women in Big Data. We also offer hackathons, where you can learn to code, where you can learn to plan a big product, AI-driven product or data-driven product. We also offer coaching, mentorship, and this not only for Berlin or locally, but we also offer it globally. It means that you can also get a mentor from US, from California, but also from east of Europe and south or more west. And of course, if you are working as in the Women in Big Data, you also receive recognitions. Recognitions from EMEA, from US, or wherever you are supporting the network. We brought with us a few examples to show you what does it mean to participate at one of our events at one of our things that we are offering. So starting already on the left side, you can see one of our global speed mentorship, where we have invited 40 mentors globally and mentees. They had really remotely a speed mentoring. They were able to ask questions as many as possible, meet, and simply get supported in terms of career development or whichever questions they had. On the next picture, you can see our events at Meta, where we have shown to our participants the magic behind Meta. And we know that many of us are always interested in what does it really mean to be at Meta. The last one on top, it's at SAP, where we have shown what does it mean to become a data-driven company. Which career skills do we need to prepare for the future, for data-driven future? And here on the bottom, you can see us at Adesso Hacking Together. So we have invited speakers from Barcelona, from Netherlands, from UK to come to us, trainers, and they were teaching us how to code Llama. Llama is a large language model from Meta. It's open source, and we coded it in Bedrock on the AWS side. So this is what we offer. On the last picture, you can see us at delivery here. So you can see we have many, many supporters, and you can learn a lot during our events, how to become professional or how to get to the next level in data, on the data career level.
Wow, Kasia, that's some of the events that we have. And the good thing is that it's so much more than what Kasia has presented. And the events, they vary from being technical, where you come and learn how to code. It can be business-driven, or it can be about motivating and supporting and how to build your career in tech. And none of that would be possible without our great supporters. And usually our events are supported by one of the companies, right? We received and we run a lot of events with Adesso, with SAP, with AWS, and it is just the beginning. We have quite a lot of events planned for this year and for the upcoming, so we have so many things going on. And whenever we have people joining our events, it's so important also to get your feedback. Someone can approach us, say, hey, we think this is an issue right now. We need something, to tackle that. And then we come in a team and decide, hey, we received this request. How can we do that? It means there is a demand and we need to find a way to do that. And Kasia will tell us how to become part of this community.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy. Please screen this QR code and you can immediately become a member of Women Big Data Global. You can participate, you can use all the offers that we are offering. It's without any fees, so you can simply sign up. And to join us as a Women in Big Data Berlin, please scan the second QR code and you will immediately find us on the LinkedIn page. And from there on, you will get all your updates, what we are doing about, which interviews we are conducting with very inspiring women. This is done by Alia, who is also here from our team. So please say also hello. She is conducting many interviews with amazing women in tech.
And with that, as we described you and we presented ourselves, I think it's also important to see what is women in big data really like. What is our spirit? Who are the women coming there? And usually at the end of the year, we do a recap of all the things that we did across the year. And I think it gives like a really great understanding of who we are, what we do, the mood that we have inside. And yeah, we wanted to share that with you today.
you have enjoyed the journey of Women in Big Data Berlin 2023, and we hope to meet you at our next event.
Yep, and the upcoming ones, we have all happening in June. And as I said, there will be great variety of topics that we cover in Women in Big Data. So one of them will be specifically focusing on the career development and unraveling how do HRs actually select and review our CVs. And in the end, how are the hiring managers are making a decision, what the qualifications they're looking at, soft skills or hard skills. We will also have a panel discussion where representatives from different companies, from different our partners will share it with us. Our main supporters will be Databricks and AWS at this event.
And last but not least, please don't forget about the event on the 26th of June, which will be amazing. Who has heard about data biases or biases in tech, biases in AI? Yeah, I can see some smiles. Exactly, that's what the event will be about. So it will be about ethics and AI, about trust, explainability, and much more. We are going to have this event together with TÜV, Infosys, and Adesso. And I can't wait to welcome you there. And with this, we thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much, Yulia, for joining me.
Thank you, Kasia.
Thank you very much, ITCS, for the invite. And we are looking forward to your questions. Are there any questions? Yeah, I can see.
Hi, thank you. It was very interesting. Thank you for sharing. I just have a question regarding the event. I mean, both of them, unfortunately, I will not be in Berlin for both of them. It's sad. But I just wanted to know if eventually, do you usually record this event that you publish on your LinkedIn account, for example, that we can watch them after?
Indeed, by now not, but I guess we should take it into account because we got many requests already for this. And yeah, let's see if it's possible to maybe make it live or whatever, if we could record it. I think, Aliyu, we can take it, right, for us. And yeah, let's see. We will let you know. Thank you very much for the questions.
So my question is, how difficult it is to find a job being an international in the data science domain without having Deutsch fluency?
That's a great question. So it depends on the company you're applying to, I would say. I have seen last time on LinkedIn there is a list which companies in Berlin are looking for English-speaking data scientists, where the employees do not need very good German knowledge. So there is a list. You can have a look, or I'm happy if you would write me an email or message. I'm very happy to share this list with you because there are companies that really, really need German. That's because of the customers. But there are also companies like, for instance, Amazon, Meta, etc., who are more American, and they do not really need German. There were another questions.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. My name is Masha. I have nothing to do with IE, but I'm SAP consultant. And my question is, how many members do you have currently in Berlin? And the second question is, do you support your female members not only with organizing courses and events, but with, for example, searching the jobs and helping to promoting? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think I can take one part of answering this question. For me, at least I already been to multiple events of Women in Big Data. And as we don't help you finding the job or doing research for you, right? Because this is in the end, this is on your end, right? But what is great about events, at least also for me, when you join the event, you have the company representatives there, where you first can approach them and ask, hey, what does it really mean to work there? Second, usually when we host an event, the companies, they post the open positions that they're looking for. So right there on the spot, you might also see like a hiring manager or someone from the company that you can already say and approach, hey, I'm interested in this position. So yeah, so I think these events in general are great for networking, because in the end, networking is one of the greatest tools in finding the job, right? And Women in Big Data is exactly this space where you can do networking, or I would say even on a more deeper level, because events are usually not for thousands of people when you don't have a chance to talk to anyone, right? It's usually around 30 to 50 people, quite a lot of representatives from the company, and you have a chance to ask your question and get a support.
Yes, exactly. And if you are interested, like for instance, in checking your CV or whatever, we are also always there. So of course we can't support everyone as our team is too small for this, but we are doing our best. And if we can't support, we know who can support the person, which is very important. And if the event is happening like with supporters, with companies, like for instance now with Databricks, AWS, or in the future Adesso, Infosys, trust me, they will bring their open positions, they will bring their HR team, and there is an opportunity to speak to them, and that's already the step where usually you don't have to submit as first an application, because you already know much more about the position. Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? Yes, I would say probably the last one, right?
Yes, I will have then two questions. One is how then women in big data get financing, because like there is no any fee for the membership. That's the one. And the second one, should I?
Yeah, I can answer already. We are doing our job voluntarily. So the global network receives donates as well, but we as Women in Big Data Berlin are working voluntarily. We are organizing the events together with the companies, and that's how the companies are sponsoring the events, so to say. They do not pay us, and we also do not pay them. There is no business in it, so to say. Yeah, so it's volunteering work.
That's a great work. The other question is, actually, I live close to Hanover, so, but I still can join the community in Berlin. I may join to one of the, actually, one of the states.
Sounds perfect. We even organize events in Hamburg. So we, as Women in Big Data Berlin, were already invited also to Hamburg, to Meta. So yeah, and this is, of course, everyone is welcome to us. That's why we also invite to our events speakers, global speakers, right? Like for instance, from UK, from France, etc., to bring the knowledge to Berlin, to share the knowledge with everyone. Yes? Is there a last question? Yeah. Thank you very much, Alia, for this. These events are for everyone, so we are extremely inclusive. It's not only for women, the events, as you have seen, there are pictures. These events are for everyone as we stay for inclusion.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, last question.
I'm sorry. Actually, I don't have a question. I just wanted to give some hope to the lady who asked if German was like, how do you find a job if you don't speak German? I'm not a recruiter, but I sometimes recruit for my team. For my teams, I'm head of customer success management for a tech company, and I believe it's really important to basically go on the job offers on Indeed and LinkedIn and just check for companies that offer positions without German. Because usually if the position is described in English, there are high chances that they are okay that you speak just English, but they would always specify it. When I recruit, I don't add any German skills unless I need to recruit somebody for the German-speaking market. Then I would recruit someone and specify it on the ad that I need someone who speaks German, basically. So don't worry about it. I personally don't speak German, but I'm responsible for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, as well as the rest of Europe. So you can do it. Don't worry.
Thank you, Isma. I think this is really important also to share. Like myself, I also don't speak German. And yes, it is possible, right? Isma, thank you for bringing this up, that if it doesn't happen from the first application, second, third, it's okay. I mean, great jobs don't happen from one application, right? Just keep trying, because it is possible. And here on the stage is already me and Isma who don't speak German, but we got like great positions and the great companies that we work for. Just keep trying. It, like, you will get it there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I would say with this.
Yeah, we will. Thank you, Isma.
Thank you very much for all the questions. We wish you an amazing weekend. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.